Good morning and welcome. My name is Anthony Nielsen. I am the founder and owner of the property group here in Spain. I thought I would share with you some interesting information on a project I'm currently working on here in Spain in an area called Sotogrande, which is in Cádiz on the Costa del Sol. This is near Gibraltar, so it's at the other end of the Costa del Sol from Malaga. And this is an affluent area, which is where a lot of Spanish retreat to that don't want to be in the flash area of Marbella. So lots of people think of Marbella when they think of the Costa del Sol. This is the area with Porta Banús, lots of flash Lamborghinis, Ferraris all along the port with the big boats, etc. But the people that don't want that life, that have money, will move or rent in Sotogrande. This is a very affluent area. Expensive area to buy a property, in fact, and getting more and more expensive. Lots and lots of interest recently. We're in 225 at the moment, and over the last couple of years this area is becoming very, very sought after for investors, because again it's away from the glitz and glamour of the main area of Marbella, but literally only sort of 35 minutes, 40 minutes away. So very convenient if you want some of that nightlife and glitz and glamour, but at the same time nice and quiet if you don't. So, and it has its own port and everything. There's lots of shops, restaurants, and it's also close to Gibraltar. Good for the Brits that want to come to Spain as well and the Costa del Sol and stay out of the high life. So I just thought I'd share with you one of the projects we're working on, and it's not a project we've actually secured yet. We're working on various aspects of that project, but basically we're talking with investors at the moment. But this is the type of thing we can help with if you're an investor. So we have secured with the landowner a very good size plot near to the Sotogrande polo ground. Again, very sought after area, high-end market, affluent. We are able to construct about 23 units of various townhouses and properties on that site. Obviously at the moment it's just a piece of land, so we need to put all the infrastructure in place. So we have put some costs together to put in new services, roads, etc., and build the properties. Now the difference and the angle we're working on with this one is we're planning to put on there eco-friendly passive houses. Now, this is not so common in Spain as like lots of other places in Europe, because a passive house generally traps basically doesn't allow air out, and you have to put airflow in. So this is not common in Spain, but it's very economical. So we're looking at building houses where you'll have solar panels. Everything would be heated from the sun, which is our natural resource here, which we have 320 days a year, quite commonly. So we're going to use the solar panels. We'll use heat pumps and ground pumps for heating and cooling the properties. The build will be in a timber frame property for speed. So these properties, which we're looking at making between sort of 90 square meters and 200, it will be our largest one, but they will be they can be constructed within about 90 days as an average. So that's going to save a lot of time in construction, which means we can get the whole development constructed in a much shorter time than a typical build of the typical construction methods here in Spain. So this is great for the investor because they're going to get a quicker return on their money, and it's great for the owners because they can have their property built quicker. So we are planning to secure the site in the next few months. We already have a project and license in place with the town hall, so we just need to do some amendments and segregate those plots. But once we've done that, we will be looking to commence building. So within the next 6 to 7 months we can start building, and within a year we can have some properties already built. Our plan is to build a show home, and then from that we will build as per the client's request, because we can bespoke the properties externally and internally to a degree, and add things like pools and everything else. But I'm just going to give you some idea of the costs involved, and I've prepared a document here. But if you're an investor, I've put together a scheme where currently with the land costs, and if I just actually show you this, which I can actually send you by email once you've signed a document, I can send you some information. But basically, with all the costs, we're looking at a total cost of about 10 million for the construction. Okay, we're looking at a sales price of about 15, give or take. So we're about 4.8 million as a profit, which is about 33% GP. I've based it on a sort of worst case scenario at the moment, which allows us a little bit of flexibility, because I want to give developers and investors as much money back as possible for their investment. So I'm offering I've put in my specification that you receive somewhere between 25 and 50. It's quite a big gap, but the reason being because I'm at 33 as a worst case at the moment, so I'm confident we can get you at least to 25. And what I would like to do is try and tweak some of these other figures that I've put in at the higher end. If I can secure them at a lower price later on, then we would be looking at securing higher GPs for the investors. So how much does it cost to invest? Well, I've got a few different options. We're looking for someone to come in and potentially buy the land for the development, and then someone could buy or contribute to the build costs, or you could buy the properties off plan at a discounted rate, and then obviously we could sell those for you later on. So there's a few different ways of how you can make money depending on what you have available. But we have everything from, let's say, 500,000 for one of the properties, up to 10 million, because depending on what you want to do. I am looking at doing a joint venture with the manufacturers of the buildings, because they're very interested, and they can see the future in it, and they are prepared to actually fund the show home and the build and the infrastructure for their cost. That's how much they believe in it. So very, very good opportunity here for someone. If you're looking for some really good property investment deals, please get in touch. This is not the only one. This is one I'm working on personally, but we do have other opportunities that are not necessarily with all other agents, because this is something I've put together myself. So this is not something that lots and lots of people are trying to sell along the coast. This is a bespoke development opportunity, and this is what I like doing. This is something I've been involved in all my life, so I'd like to offer this out to other people. If you're interested in getting involved in property investment in the Costa del Sol or anywhere on the east coast of Spain, please get in touch and let's have a chat. If you need any more information, like I said, you can drop me a message in this post, or you can drop me an email, Anthony, ANTONY, @thepropertygroup.info. And we can get an NDA signed and disclose some information to you. But hopefully speak to you soon.